Well, guys, I had something happen to me I never thought I would have to experience yesterday. And it's not because I think that I'm exempt and that I shouldn't have to experience certain things. You just think you've got enough wit or wherewithal, whatever you want to call it, to not be fooled and to not have the wool pulled over your eyes. And I tell you, these people that are committing these scams and working so hard to commit the fraud, they are crafty. I mean, I was hit by someone that pretended to be my employer of all things. And unfortunately, it was convincing enough to me that this was that person because when you have virtual communication and most of the communication is in that manner, you wouldn't really question, is this really that person? Because this is how you've communicated for the most part. And especially when the communication is in what you believe to be the same manner or tone that you have had previously. So, all that set aside, I paid a big price. I lost my entire paycheck to a scam yesterday and was quite devastated because now I have that victim persona associated to me. But even with that, I am mentally and emotionally trying to recover and just reminding myself that that was just money, although it served its purpose, and recovering is not going to be easy. Ultimately, I am still left with much more. I still have, my life and my health and my mind and my family. My children are safe, and for the most part, all of those things are well. So that outweighs any of the bad. And the only lesson that I could take away from this, well, there's two. One, to slow down and really take time to read and understand or at least focus on the messages. If I had paid maybe a little bit more attention to some of the detail or clicked here or there, I might have been alerted. But when you're moving real fast and you're multitasking, you're just not going to see the details. So that's the main point. Slow down and pay attention to the details. The answer is in the details. Second lesson is when you get an email and it comes into your inbox from a name of a person that you know and you know well, and you've got them saved in your contacts so that it automatically registers with their name, click on the name and make sure when it drops down that it is in fact their email associated to that inbox name. Because had I done that, I would have seen that the email associated to my employer's name was not his email. But I didn't do all of that until after the fact when we were trying to figure out how did this person pretend to be my employer. And basically what they did was they spoofed his email address to make it appear as though it was him, drop it into my inbox, which it was his name, and his everything was in there except for the full signatures. But that didn't even, it just had his name, thanks, and his name. It didn't have his full address and business information like it typically does, but it came into my inbox, my Outlook inbox, like all the others. So I had absolutely no reason to question it at the top. Had I paid attention to the details, though, I might have. So very important. As good as you know the name of the person in the inbox, you got to make it a habit to click on it to make sure that it is their email associated, because clearly this person's email was not his email. It was a Gmail account. And at the end of the day, they got me, y'all. They got me good. So pray for your girl as she, tries to recover. Everything happens for a purpose. And I do believe at some point something good will come from this. And I don't mind sharing this downfall if you want to call it that, with you guys, because ultimately, um, this might save somebody else. Pay attention to the details, guys, and slow down. Slow down. Stop moving so fast through these messages. You know, we jump from text messaging to emails to social media to live to Facebook to Instagram to here to there. And we're trying to just take it all in so fast. We got to slow down. So I guess, I have to find the joy in being a part of this process for other people to learn from um, my situation. And that's part of helping people, is sometimes you got to be a part of the good and the bad in order for people to learn the lessons that have to be learned. So I got mine. Learn from me. Be careful out there. Love you guys and pray for me. Thank you. Bye.